Good morning, Nancy. Good morning. How are you this morning? I can't hear you. There you go. Can you hear me? Nancy, can you hear me?
Today,
Okay. How are you today?
today have I,
Okay. She's having trouble getting on. Hi.
Hi,
How are you today?
I'm fine, and you?
Pretty good. Seems like I have more to do than I have time to do it. Is that you?
I have problem today to the audio.
Yes. You know, I've had some problems too. I've tried putting, oh, the picture went away. I've tried putting a picture in the back of me and it messes everything up. So I gave up on putting a picture.
I'm practicing this week.
Yes, it takes a lot of practice, doesn't it? How is your family?
They found it's good today. The child is here. Is school in here in the house. Tomorrow go to the school.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I hope it works out well for you. I think it's going to be so much different this year that it'll take a little while getting used to it, to school, and they're not gone all day and those sorts of things, but it'll work out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know that Mary Dudley is in Birmingham, so she's not going to be here. And I haven't heard from anyone else. So we'll just go ahead and get started.
Okay. And buy the book.
Oh, super. Let me, yeah, yes. All right. So, and you have two books, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's right. All right. That's the workbook. And the other one is the one I call the text.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's go to the verse first. Okay, now here's our verse that we're going to learn today. Do for others what you want them to do for you. So this is kind of like the verse that says, treat others the way you want to be treated. Because if I take care of you, then you're going to want to take care of me.
Mm-hmm.
But even if it's someone who's not nice, you still should be nice to them. And who knows, maybe God can use that in their lives. Or it can help us in our life in that God gives us the assurance that we're doing what's right, no matter what. And that's what God asks for us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's found in Matthew 7:12. Okay, now in the textbook on page 124, and that is a story. It's 1, 2, 4, and that is a story. And see, I haven't had much at night. I haven't had many people at night. So I haven't, I have a whole lot of things left over that you and I have done, but not a whole lot at night. Okay, so look at page 124.
And
And it says,
124.
and it's a bunch of pictures. That's all it is on the page, is a bunch of pictures. It's 6 pictures. Yes, that's it. And at the top, it says lesson 6 and Alicia's story. And then A, class, look at each picture. What do you see? So what's picture number 1, do you think?
I see a woman.
Yes.
She have a bag.
Yes.
She have a green blusa. And blusa es
Blouse.
t-shirt.
Blouse.
She have curly hair.
Okay.
What else?
Okay. And what do you see in picture 2?
In picture 2, I see 2 women, 1 man. They eat.
Okay. And then in picture 3?
Okay, in picture 3 is a woman in the office.
Yes. And what's she doing there in the office?
Because she have a computer, a
Yes.
printer, she have a paper.
So she's working on her computer there in the office, isn't she? Okay, now number 4, what do you think's happening there?
In number 4, I see 3 women look the new paper.
And that one woman is looking at something. What is it? 2 of them are looking at the paper and one's looking at something else.
The apartments or the building.
Yes, yes. Okay. And then number 5.
Number 5, say my father and me, my parents and me called every day. They're Puerto Rico and I here.
But does father and mother look happy?
No,
No, they don't look happy at all. And
worry.
yes, yes. And number 6.
The woman worrying too.
Yeah, so what should I do? All right, let's look at the next page. This is page 125. And this is the story. You know, what we've looked at so far has just been the pictures.
Okay.
So we're going to look and see that 16, yeah, no, yeah, 16. Now you don't have the CD that does this. These are expensive, like $75 for the set, so. Oh, I missed it. All right, now let's listen to the story.
Okay.
You can go by the pictures. Or...
Page 124, exercise B. Listen to the story.
Alicia is 21 years old. She is single. Alicia lives with her older sister and her brother-in-law in California. Alicia has a good job. Now she wants to move to an apartment with her friends. But Alicia's parents are not happy. In their country, single people live with their families. In the United States, single people often live alone or with friends. What should Alicia do?
Okay. Now, let's look on page 125,
Mhm.
and there's the story written out.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am?
I read the story.
Well, it's going to read it again, but you read it while the CD is playing, because it's going to ask some questions about the story in a little bit. Okay?
Okay.
Page 125. Exercise C. Listen again and read.
Alicia is 21 years old. She is single. Alicia lives with her older sister and her brother-in-law in California. Alicia has a good job. Now she wants to move to an apartment with her friends. But Alicia's parents are not happy. In their country, single people live with their families. In the United States, single people often live alone or with friends. What should Alicia do?
Okay, now we'll use the information in the story, and then on part D, look at the sentence that it says in part D and look at the story and circle either yes or no. If it's in the story, it's a yes. If it's not in the story, it's a no. So you go ahead and do that right now. There are 5 questions. There's 5 sentences there.
Okay. Alicia lives with her parents and sister. No.
Who does she live with?
She lives with her old sister and her brother-in-law.
Right. And number 2?
Alicia wants her sister to move to an apartment. No, he wants to move with her friend.
Okay. And number 3?
Alicia wants to live with her friend. Yes.
And number 4?
Alicia's parents want Alicia to live with her sister. Yes.
And number 5?
In the United States, single people live alone. Yes.
Okay. Now, one thing that I noticed, we have to be careful if we're saying he or she. So she is the woman, señora, señorita, mejor, I can't say it right, but you know, the woman is she, and the he is the man.
Okay.
Okay, and it's funny, it's usually, hold on just a minute. I haven't talked this morning. So it's usually these little things that cause confusion. When we're talking with someone else, it's these little things that cause confusion, because this is something you're going to use a lot. So it might be something that it would be good to practice, put in your book that you're going to practice, that the he is for the man and she is for the woman. Okay then. So then part E, just a minute, sorry. Part E is read the questions. Talk about single people in your country. Okay, number 1.
Do single people live with her family? Maybe. In this time now, in this time, the single people buy apartment or move other place.
Okay. And then number 2.
Do single people live alone or with friends? Yes.
So both alone and with friends.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Now then, part F, you write this. You've said it. Now you write it. So
Mhm.
write what you said. Part F there. In my country, single people live.
We live alone or with friends.
Okay, so write that down.
Okay.
All right. And then the they part, if you have something else you want to add, you would put on the they line. And then in the United States, single people live, and then right there what you just said.
Okay, in the United States, single people live alone or with friends.
Okay, so go ahead and
Okay.
and what's funny to me is that in the United States, if single people live with their parents, everyone thinks there's something wrong with them. And so it's completely different. Okay, so what did you write? Read what you wrote.
In the letter F,
Yes, ma'am.
in my country, single people live alone or with friends. They, I don't know what's writing this way.
That's fine. You didn't put anything there, so go on.
Okay. In the United States, single people live alone or with friends.
Okay. Now, the workbook. See, and it says workbook on the front. And that's page 84. 84. Yes. Now, use page 125, the story there at the top. Use that story, and each one of those sentences, a sentence going to start with a capital letter and end with a period. And if you make a sentence, you put a 1 by Alicia is 21 years old. And then on page 84 in the workbook, you find that sentence and put a 1 by it.
Okay. Then she is single. It's number 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Number 3, Alicia lived with her older sister and her brother-in-law in California. Number 3.
Yes.
Number 4, Alicia has good job.
Yes.
Number 5, now she wants to move to an apartment with her friend. Okay. Number 6, but Alicia's parents are not happy. Number 7, in the country, single people live with her family. Number 8, in United States, single people often we live alone or with friends. And number 9, what should Alicia do?
Should.
Should Alicia do? Number 9.
Very good. All right, then part B on page 84, you actually write all that out, and there's not enough lines to write it out just line by line. So you're going to have to write it out like it's in the textbook, with one sentence right after another. So, oh dear, I thought of something and then, I know. There are a couple of words that are a problem here. Live and should. So let me go over here to this. Okay, this word live,
Live.
it's a problem because it looks like it could be something else. So it's a problem word. So it's one of those that you just need to practice. So this is live.
Okay.
Then should,
Sure. Come on. Sure. Sure. Sure.
okay, there are several different words that you see this last part, the O-U-L-D. So you have S-H-O-U-L-D,
Okay.
W-O-U-L-D,
Or Judy. Uh-huh.
or C-O-U-L-D.
Mm.
And those words, all that end part is all the same. So the should, you have the SH at the beginning, so that's the sh. Should. Should.
Should.
Okay, and then, and you don't really say that L. See, it's another weird thing of English. You don't really say that L. So it's just should.
Should.
And then, let me do this.
Would.
This is wood, like something made out of a tree. You take a tree, you cut it up, you make, in this room, I have tables, I have pieces of furniture, I have a sewing machine cabinet that are made out of wood. Well, this W-O-U-L-D is pronounced the same way, but it means completely different.
Okay.
So this is that stuff made out of the tree. This is, I would do it if I could. Yesterday, I would have gone to work, but my work is outside and it was stormy, it was thunder and lightning and rain, and so I couldn't go to work. So it's something you would if you could, and that's this next word. Could means something you are able to do. So this should is something you need to do. So like Alicia, it says, what should Alicia do?
Should.
So this is what's important for her. Who should she listen to? Her parents or her friends? What should she do? What is important for her? So that's the should that's in the story. This would is, I would do it if I could. So it's something that I'm capable of doing, I can do, but it's not working out. And then could is, I can do it, I'm able to do it, but maybe I don't do it. I could do it. I could pick up the chair, but I'm not going to, it's too heavy. It's that ability. You have the ability, but maybe you don't want to. So these three words are a problem because of the way they're spelled. They make this ood sound like wood, like that stuff made out of the tree. They don't use this L. It's almost like they don't use the UL. It's just should, would, could.
Cool.
And almost, it's like there's no O. It's like W-U-D or S-H-U-D, should. It's almost like that. So that's the way you pronounce it. They have different meanings, but they all have that same ending. So these are some words that are problems. That and the thing about problems is you just have to learn them. A lot of English is that way. I have to learn it because nothing's going to make sense otherwise. Okay, and you want to be understood.
Yeah.
It's important to be understood. All right. Any questions about any of that?
No.
Good. So on part B, you can write that yourself.
Mhm.
And whether it's easier for you to take part A and you put your numbers there and do it that way, or just look on the other book and write the story that way. You're not going to have enough room to write individual lines. You're going to have to write the story like it's written in the other book.
Okay.
There's just not enough room. All right, now let's go on to page 85. And this is still in the workbook. And look at those pictures. What is that first one a picture of?
The washer.
Okay, so on this one, you're writing L
Mhm.
or R.
Wow.
So what letter would you put there in number 1?
R.
That's right, dishwasher.
R. This washer.
So it'd be the R.
R.
Okay, and then what do you think about number 2?
Dresser.
So what would be the word, the letter that you would put there?
The letter R.
Yes, to make it dresser.
Dresser.
All right, and then number 3.
Table.
So what are you trying to put there?
Letter L.
Yes. All right, and then number 4.
Chair.
So
Letter R.
now are you writing these as we're doing them? Have you written on number 2 the R in number 2?
Number 2.
Was dresser, did you put the R in your
R.
book?
Yes.
Okay, and number 3, did you put the L in number
Mhm.
3 for table? Okay, and for chair, you put the R. All
Mhm.
right, now number 5.
Refrigerator.
Hey, pretty good. That one gives everyone problems, sorry. And you know what? Most of the time we just call it a fridge because it's not an easy word. Okay, so what did you put there in number 5?
Yeah, begin R and end R.
Yes, yes. And number 6?
Lamp.
Yes.
Use the letter L.
Okay. Any questions?
No.
All right, now then B says, play track 48 to check your answers to exercise A. Okay, this, in the back of this book, there should be a CD.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's the same CD that I'm using.
I have problem because my move in this time called me the company to move my thing from Puerto Rico. By COVID, don't know move from Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
In September, they go to Tennessee.
Okay.
My radio, computer, bed,
Oh my,
in Florida,
everything.
everything, 12 bucks.
Oh my.
In
Okay, so
Florida.
when it arrives, you can use your computer and use that CD in your computer.
Mhm.
No, not your computer. I'm sorry,
In
not
the
your
radio, I have the radio
Yes,
in the box.
yes,
I have the
yes,
radio. Okay.
yes. Okay. All right. So then I'm going to play track 48 here, and you check your answers.
Page 85. Exercise B. Listen to check your answers to exercise A. 1. Dishwasher. 2. Dresser. 3. Table. 4. Chair. 5. Refrigerator. 6. Lamp.
Okay?
Mhm.
Now, this next part, C, they're going to say a word and you're going to need to spell it and write it down.
Mhm.
So do your best and I'll help you if it's needed. Okay, I'm just going to do a word at a time because I can't stop in the middle. Once you get it and you're able to play on your player, you'll see that you can't really stop. You can stop in the middle, but you can't go back and forth in the middle.
Mhm.
So it just plays from the beginning to the end. You can stop it in the middle at places, but you can't really go back and forth in the middle. So let's just play track 49 and see, it's actually on my player, it's showing those numbers. Play track 49, listen and write the words.
Page 85. Exercise C. Listen. Write the words. 1.
Dishwasher.
So see, it has the word written in there.
Mhm.
Okay, now number 2.
2.
Large.
Large. Large.
Okay, you need some help? Let me go back to the other page. Okay. Now, how do you think it might be spelled?
No listen. Lamb.
Large,
A large.
okay? And the E isn't sounded in English most of the time.
Large.
It's written there, but it's not, you don't say it. Now, this word that we had earlier, you don't say it there either.
Leaf.
It could be live or it could be live.
Okay.
So, but you don't use that E.
Live.
So a lot of times if a word ends in an E, you don't actually say it.
Large.
Okay?
Okay.
So number 2 is large.
Large.
And what does large mean?
Large is a big.
Yes, yes, exactly. Okay, so let me just put in 3.
3.
Room.
Room. Room.
How do you-
ROOM.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to need to do something here. This is number 6. Seven. Okay, number 4. Oh, let's see what that one is.
4.
Lamp.
Lamp. L-A-M-P.
Perfect.
Lamp.
I didn't write it right, but you said it right. Okay, and number 5.
5,
Address.
Address. Okay. No remember. Have one E or two E? A-D-R-E-E-S or E-S-S?
A-D-D.
I did
Don't
2D.
ask me where they get the 2 Ds.
2D.
A-D-D-R-E-S-S.
Okay.
Why they repeat it, I don't know. But that's
Address.
the way it is.
Two D.
All right, let's see what number 6 is.
6,
Closet.
C-L-O-S-E-D.
Perfect.
No T, no D-T. Closet de close de cerrado. No closet de.
It's where the clothes go. And
Close.
so this part looks like clothes, but it's not the way you spell clothes that you wear. Don't ask me, it's English. Okay, now let's see what number 7 is.
7,
Boulevard.
Boulevard. Okay. B-O-U-L-I-V. No. Erase it. B-O-U-L-E-V-A-R-D.
Perfect. Okay. And let's see about number 8.
8,
Road.
Road. R-O-A-D.
Perfect.
9,
Living room.
Living room. L-A-B-A-N-G-R-O-O-M.
Okay. And most of the time, we're going to see it as 2 words.
Okay.
And this letter, L-I.
I.
The vowels in English and Spanish are not the same, but it's going to be the same name used, but it's going to be something different. So it helps if we okay, let's all right, the vowels are A,
A.
and it can have many sounds. All of them can have many sounds.
Mm-hmm.
So this one is E,
E.
this is I,
I. O.
this is O, and this is
U.
U.
U. I'm confused the letter E and letter A.
Okay, the A, E, and I, you see it's written the same, but you don't say it the same between English and Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a problem. So like you're trying to spell something to someone and you're thinking the letter one way and they're thinking the letter another way. So the vowels are really important to work on.
Mhm. I'm practicing this week with Diego, but I do think because it's difficult for me and change the letter, the sound, the letter E, letter A, letter E,
The I,
I.
one thing you could put, all right, you have the letter A, all right, put it in English and then put it in Spanish. So like up here, and then here, and maybe put the Spanish name, Spanish way you would pronounce it. Let's see. Let's move this over. Okay. So in English, maybe we say it A. And what would you say this letter in Spanish?
A.
Okay. So you would write in Spanish the way that you would pronounce it.
In Spanish.
Yes.
This.
And so let's move this over. So make yourself a list. In English, this is what it is. In Spanish, this is what it is. And since Diego has to learn it just like you do, maybe that's one of the things you work on. And maybe just have a time you set aside that you just work on English. And he's going to have the same problems you do. So you have it set out, the problems that he's encountering, the problems you're encountering, the problems maybe that his teacher says, hey, he needs to know this. So you work on it together. It's going to help him and it's going to help you. Okay?
Okay.
Now I know this is a little bit mixed up. But do you get the idea that I'm saying here? And see, you wouldn't be doing it on a computer. You'd be just writing it. And so you could write it out. You could write the English and the Spanish and help each other to work on this. Okay? And I'm going to move this guy down here. So now anything that can help you and help him, that's what you need to do. His work is just as important as your work. And the thing of it is, I know families that the child is learning it in school, but they're not working with the parent at home. And so the parent never learns it. So the parent is still stuck in Spanish. The child is in English and Spanish. And sometimes there's a confusion there. So to help you and to help Diego at the same time, you work on it for both of you. And when the teacher sends something home and says, this is something Diego needs to work on, you work on it with him.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
It's going to help you and it's going to help him. And his work is just as important as your work.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you'll find if you spend the time working on his English, it's going to help you with your English. Okay? And really, you know a lot, but this is going to help you to know more. Okay, so we've done number 9. We need a number 10 over here. So this is down there at the bottom of page 85, number 10.
10,
refrigerator,
R E F R A G E R A T O R.
Okay? Now, this isn't I in English.
I.
Okay? Other than that, I think you did very well.
Okay.
It's just this, the A and the I.
I.
So that's something that you'll work on.
I. Oh.
So, see, this is as important for you as it is for
Mm-hmm.
me. Let's just make it a little
I.
clearer here. All right. Any questions?
No, continue practice.
Yes. And see, if you need practice, Diego needs practice. I think you'll find that he learns it quicker just because he's younger,
Mm-hmm.
but he still is going to need it. It's going to be important for him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's go then back to the other book. And this is basically how the books work. You work 2 pages in one book and then 2 pages in the other book. So this is going to be page 126 in the other book.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I do a lot of times is I just have both books there open to where I am, because we're just going to be going back and forth. And for myself and for the other people in the class, it just makes life a little easier if you have both of them open.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now page 126 in the textbook. This is review. And for the whole rest of the chapter, it's going to be review.
Okay.
And since you haven't had it to actually work on, maybe you could go back to the beginning of the chapter and work on it by yourself. And if you run into any questions, be sure to ask. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to help you.
Okay.
And the only way I can help you is for you to ask those questions, those problems that you're having.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now then, remember we looked at, in the other book, it said the sounds of L, and R, except in Spanish, it's going to be more like R, and I can't say it very well, but I'm not Spanish. But it's those 2 sounds that it's talking about now. So let's get out of this.
In Puerto Rico, the Puerto Rican, the letter R is out. The son maybe no use the R.
Really?
Un ejemplo que nos comemos la R, Diego. Change the R for L.
L.
In Spanish, yes.
Okay.
It's typical for the Puerto Rican people.
Oh, well, you know, we're all special.
Yes.
So you're special in that way, okay? And sometimes you have to think of yourself as special in order to accept that this is the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
this is the way it is. This is what I want. And to get from here to here, this is what I need to do.
Mm,
And that's what you're working on
mm.
for you and Diego. Okay, now then on page 126, there at the top, it says review. And review means just do it again.
Mhm.
Remember, show what you know. Number 1, the sounds of L, and R,
R.
Okay, and then A, read the words out loud softly. So what's that first word?
Lamp,
Yes. The next one?
closet,
Yes. Next one.
living room,
And see how it has it in 2 words? It's
living
not
room,
all one word. It's 2 separate words. Okay, and next one?
boulevard,
And the next one?
large,
And the next one?
table.
Okay, any of those words you don't know or don't understand?
No understand this. Lamp,
Okay.
closet, living room, boulevard, large, table.
Okay, and anytime we encounter something that you're not sure, ask,
Mhm.
because if you get a little bit of confusion, the next little bit confusion, and pretty soon the confusion adds up and you get lost. It's not worth it.
Mhm.
All right, and then
My more difficult is the pronunciation. Pronunciation is very difficult with me. I read the English and understand. I writing so, but listen and pronunciation is very difficult with me.
and honestly, that's most people. Okay, and most people who learned English in their country, they did not learn to speak. They just learned to read and write.
Mhm.
And so I'm amazed. This one lady has a master's degree in accounting and business. And she has a terrible time with English because her English class never pronounced it, never said it. And so she's struggling in English. So just because you had the English there doesn't mean that you're going to know it all here. Okay. So it's important to practice.
Mhm.
And if you spend a time each day with Diego, you know, with your whole family maybe, just using English, you'll be amazed how it'll help everyone. Now, I'm going to have to stop and move some things. They're slipping behind me. Okay, so now in part B, it says listen and repeat.
126. Exercise B. Listen and repeat. Lamp.
Lamp,
Living room.
living room,
Large.
large,
Closet.
closet,
Boulevard.
boulevard,
Table.
table.
Okay, and then in part C, it says read the words out loud softly.
Refrigerator,
Good job. It's not easy. Good job.
room, road, rent, address, chair.
Okay, any questions?
No, the more difficult, refrigerator.
Yes. Practice, practice, practice.
Mm.
I mean, sorry, English is not easy. All right, and then D, listen and repeat.
Page 126. Exercise D. Listen and repeat. Refrigerator.
Refrigerator,
Room.
room, road,
Road. Rent.
rent,
Address.
address,
chair,
chair. Chair.
Okay, now rent, that's what you pay for your apartment.
Mhm.
Okay, any question on any of those words, what they mean, how to pronounce them?
No.
Okay, then E, listen and fill in the L or the R, then listen again and repeat. So I'm going to do it a word at a time.
page 126. Exercise E. Listen. Write L or R. 1,
large,
Large. Large. Letter L.
Good,
2,
rent,
Rent. Letter R.
good,
3,
lamp,
Lamp. Letter L.
good. Okay, and number 4,
4,
closet,
Closet. Letter L.
5,
chair,
Chair. Letter R.
6,
refrigerator,
Refrigerator. Letter R. Begin a letter R. 10.
okay,
7,
table,
Table. Letter L.
8,
address,
Address. Letter R.
9,
living room,
Living room. The first word L and the second word R.
perfect, perfect. Any questions?
Mm-mm.
Okay, now
Nope.
listen again and repeat.
page 127.
Oops,
Exercise
okay,
A.
wait a minute. They mess me up sometimes because,
Page 126. Exercise E. Listen. Write L or R. 1,
large,
Large.
2,
rent,
Rent.
3,
lamp,
Lamp.
4,
closet,
Closet.
5,
chair,
Chair.
6,
refrigerator,
Refrigerator.
7,
table,
Table.
8,
address,
Address.
9,
living room,
Living room.
now, do you hear yourself on refrigerator? I can hear you improving just today. So that's what practice does.
Mhm.
You learn to say it right, and then you keep practicing, and it gets better. All right, on F, it says to say 3 words, like I'll say 3 words. It's really better when they're 2 students,
Okay.
but they're not, so I'll tell you. But I'll say 3 words, and you write them down, and then that comes from the part A. All right. So the 3 words on part A: closet,
Mhm. C
Go ahead.
CLOSET.
Good. Living room,
Living room. 2 word LAB.
no,
A, B, C.
There you go. There you go.
I.
Practice, practice, practice. Okay. That's why I did that one section of just the vowels. And that's going to be important for you because it's confusing.
Yes.
No way to say it any other way. Okay, let's try again. Start from the beginning with living room.
Okay. Living room. L I
Good.
B E I N G. Room. R O O M.
Perfect. All right. And then table.
Table. Okay. Table. T A B L E.
Perfect. Perfect. And those letters that you have the most problem with, that's what you need to practice the most.
Letter
Don't
E,
say
letter
that.
I.
Yes, exactly. You don't seem to have any problem with the O.
No,
So
oh,
that's
you
not,
know, no problem for you.
so you don't need to worry about that one as much as the I, and just focus on those that you have a problem with, and that's what you practice on. Now, does Diego have spelling words? Was he given a list of words that he has to learn to spell?
You give me?
Diego.
Diego, yes. All time in the house, he studied the school, and I spelling all word, see in the book.
Okay, so you help him with that, and it's going to help you.
Yes. I have problem in the other letter, letter G, letter F, H. I'm practice this for the
Right.
ball.
And see, by helping him, it's going to help you.
Mhm.
What I found, what I learned when I became a teacher is that I learned a whole lot more than my students did. I had to know it in order to help them, but there were things that when I was their age, it didn't really sink in. But as the teacher, I had to learn it in order to help them to learn it. So you're going to find that true with you and Diego.
Mhm.
You help him to learn it, and you're going to be amazed how it's going to help you to learn it.
Mhm.
Okay?
Okay.
Now then, in G, it's words from exercise C. It's the same thing.
Mm.
Okay, so room,
Room. ROOM.
address,
Okay. ADDRESS.
perfect. Now try chair.
Check. Okay. CHAI. No.
Yes,
I
yes,
R.
yes, perfect.
Yeah.
You weren't sure, but it was right.
Okay.
So see how this little bit of practice, you've improved just this little bit. So the more practice, the more improvement. It's just the way it is.
Okay.
And the more you work with Diego, you'll find it helps you as much or more than it helps him.
Mhm.
All right. Now then, on page 127, it's vocabulary. And actually, it's the different rooms in a house.
Mhm.
And so part A is listen, listen, and repeat.
Page 127. Exercise A. Listen. Bathroom. Bed. Bedroom. Chair. dining room, dryer, kitchen, lamp, living room, refrigerator, sink,
Sink.
sofa, stove, table, washing machine. Listen and repeat. Bathroom,
Bathroom.
bed,
Bed.
bedroom,
Bedroom.
chair,
Chair.
dining room,
Dining room.
dryer,
Dryer.
kitchen,
Kitchen.
lamp,
Lamp.
living room,
Living room.
refrigerator,
Refrigerator.
sink,
Sink.
sofa,
Sofa.
stove,
Stove.
table,
Table.
washing machine.
Washing machine.
Okay, any questions? Did you hear yourself on refrigerator? You're getting better. You're
Refrigerator.
improving, but it takes practice.
Mm-hmm.
And if it takes 50 times to learn a new word,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to take a lot of practice.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't do it all in this time. There's just no way. All right, then B, look at the picture, write the 5 rooms, use the words in exercise A. So number 1, and see that line goes to a room and you write the name of the room there.
The bathroom.
Yes, ma'am.
Number 2, the bedroom.
That's right.
Number 4, the kitchen.
That's correct.
Number 5, the dining room.
Good.
And number 3, the living room.
Very good.
Okay.
Okay, any questions? All right, then in C, it says pairs, but since we don't have another student, you're going to be the only one.
Mm-hmm.
So look at the picture, point to the furniture and appliances in each room and say the words.
Okay. And number 1, bathroom, have a sink and toilet. And number 2, the bedroom have the lamp and bed. And number 3, living room have the sofa and lamp. Number 4, the kitchen have the sink, stove, refrigerator. And number 5, dining room have the chair and table.
Okay, any questions? All right then. So number 3, your classmate tells you, I have a new apartment. What do you say?
There are 2 rooms, 2 bedrooms.
Okay, if I tell you I have a new apartment,
Okay.
what are you going to answer to me? I have a new apartment.
What do you, okay, no understand.
Okay, you have 3 answers given there.
Okay.
If you were to tell me, you say, I have a new apartment, would I say there are 2 bedrooms? No, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
I would say, you say, I have a new apartment, would I say, what's new? I might say, what's new? And then you say, I have a new apartment. But what would you say? What's it like?
What is like? Okay.
Okay. Does that make sense?
I have a new apartment.
What's it like?
What is like?
Yes.
Okay.
So see, you're telling me you got something new, and so I want to know about it.
Okay.
And that's what you're asking there. What's it like? So you're telling me about your new apartment.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Oh,
Not really.
not really. Not really. Not really.
One of the problems with this is that some of it goes so fast.
Okay.
But when I ask you, what's your apartment like? Does that
Okay.
make sense?
This part you tell me I have a new apartment. My answer is what is a lie? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Because letter A, there are 2 bedroom, no noise.
See, if you're saying I have a new apartment, I wouldn't be saying there are 2 bedrooms.
Okay.
You would be saying there are 2 bedrooms when
Okay.
you're telling me what's it like.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Yes, ahora sí.
All right. You think you understand it now?
Sí.
Oh, good. So now to the other book. And this would be page 86.
Okay.
And what does 86 say up at the top?
Clothes and shoes.
Yes. So it's a whole new unit. So
Mhm.
we won't be using this book until we get to the new unit 8. And it's called Let's Go Shopping. So we
Okay.
put that book aside, go back to the other book, page 128. And there's more that we have to practice on in the textbook.
Okay.
And this is true at the end of each unit. There's going to be a unit, and that's going to be about something. This is about the house, the rooms, the furniture, things like that. And so it's going to talk about it, it's going to review it, and then you go to a new thought, a new idea, close.
Mhm.
All right, so page 128 in the textbook.
In the text. Okay.
And at the top it says expand. Show what you know. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And then, yes, I just wanted to be sure my CD was going to play the right thing. Number 1, talk about rooms in a home. A, listen, 2 friends are talking about an apartment.
Give me 1 second. Go
Yes,
to
ma'am.
my move. Please give me 1 second.
Yes, ma'am.
Hola, buenas tardes. Buen día. Sí. Bien, Marcela. Buenas noticias para mí. Ok, ¿y llegaría a Tennessee cuándo? Ok, gracias. Gracias, Marcela. Igual, bye. August 20, go to my move here. Yes.
Oh, so it's not that far away. Okay, 7 days.
7 days, yes.
Next week.
The next week.
Yes, probably next Thursday. Well, if they're going to move you in next Thursday morning, just, when I send you that message about the class, just say they're going to move me in. Or the
Okay.
movers are coming, my things are coming. Just let me know so that I won't be sitting here waiting for you. I'll be praying for you. Because that's hard when they move things in.
Yes, it's good news.
Yes, but that's exciting. And that's one reason I'm not really strict about using the phone.
Okay.
Because especially if you get a call from the school, Diego's sick, you need to take that.
Mhm.
In fact, I knew one of the students, she just ignored it, and the child was very sick and needed to go to the doctor. But that's not what we should do. We should, that child is important.
Mhm.
And so I never say something about you having to take a phone call. I'm afraid we all get phone calls at weird times that we don't expect.
Mhm.
So I don't ever say anything. But this is good news.
Yes, it's a good news.
So I'll be praying
Thank you.
for you. And if
Okay.
it's next Thursday, just, when I send you the message, send me back a message that they're moving me in, and I'll know. And that'll be so nice. Have your things now.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we're back to page 128.
Mhm.
Listen, two friends are talking about an apartment.
Page 128. Exercise 1A. Listen. Two friends are talking about an apartment.
Guess what? I have a new apartment. Really? What's it like? It has a kitchen, a living room, and one bedroom. It sounds great.
Okay, any question?
No, have a kitchen, living room, and one bedroom.
So this is that conversation that we practiced back before. Now then, on an empty piece of paper, you don't want to do it where you've been doing notes. Draw the floor plan of a house or an apartment and write the names of the rooms. So that would be not as involved as that picture of the house there on page 127, but just you're drawing the picture of the apartment,
Mhm.
and you're labeling, this is the bathroom, this is the bedroom, and it just write the names of the rooms. It doesn't say anything about the furniture. Okay?
Okay.
So go ahead and do that now.
Bedroom. Bedroom. Kitchen. Living room. Dining room. Okay.
Excuse me. Okay, you're finished?
Okay, yes.
All right. Can you hold the picture up and point to it and tell me the rooms that you drew?
Is my picture?
Your picture that you just drew, not the book.
Okay.
See, in class, you would actually show it in class. If we had the class where everybody went there.
Okay, I know No dry, no sé dibujar. Okay. Kitchen. Table.
And you don't need to put the table and refrigerator and those things in it, just the rooms.
Este es el living. El bathroom. Este living dining. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Can you point to them?
Okay. 2 bedroom
Okay.
and 1 kitchen,
Okay.
1 living room,
Okay.
1 dining room,
Good.
1 bathroom.
Okay.
And that's
I think that was everything, as
and
far as I
laundry.
could tell.
I need to do the laundry. It's
Oh, let's
very
forget
important for
about the
me.
laundry.
It's very important for me.
Oh, yes.
That's it.
Okay. So, I'm not going to draw my house, but you see the idea of understanding that the rooms are here and the names of the rooms, and as time goes by, the more you're practicing, I can hear you saying the words better.
Mhm.
All right, now then in part 2 on page 128, ask about an apartment. A, listen, a woman is asking for information.
Page 128. Exercise 2A. Listen. A woman is asking for information.
I have some questions about the apartment. Is there a sofa?
Yes, there is.
Are there any lamps?
No, there aren't.
Okay, then in part B, see this apartment here? The pictures of the apartment there. So what are the rooms? You see there's a kitchen
Uh,
in this picture
in,
here.
in the picture,
Yes,
just have there is the kitchen.
and a bathroom,
There is the bathroom.
and there is a living room.
Yes.
I don't know where they sleep, although I've had an apartment where the couch, the sofa made out into a bed,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where you slept. Okay, so I'll be the landlord and you ask me about the apartment. Or do you want to be the landlord and I ask you?
Okay.
Okay, you be the landlord, and so you use the pictures here and I'll ask about the kitchen.
With landlord.
Okay, the landlord is the one who rents you the apartment. In your apartment complex, the landlord is the owner
Okay.
and you talk with the manager, right?
Okay.
But in a small apartment or a small apartment complex, It may be the owner that you talk with, and the owner is the landlord.
Landlord.
Like my neighbor next door, she has upstairs where there's a house, and then downstairs has been made into an apartment. So she is the landlord to that downstairs apartment,
Okay.
and 3 men have rented that downstairs apartment from her.
And-
So she's the landlord because she owns it. Okay, so I'm going to ask you, in the kitchen, is there a stove?
There is.
Is there a refrigerator?
There is.
Are there table and chairs?
There are no.
Okay, all right. So now I'll ask you, you be the landlord and I'll ask you.
Okay.
So in the living room, is there a lamp?
Yes, there is.
Is there a sofa?
There is.
Are there 2 chairs?
No, there are no.
Okay. So you understand what we did there? Any questions?
No.
The apartment where you're living, was there any furniture?
No. Digo, I have furniture, but I not rent with furniture. Understand me?
Yes.
Okay.
So how are you living before next week when your furniture comes?
I have a big bed.
Aha. Did you buy the bed here?
No, I moved my bed from Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay.
Use the air matre, the aire,
Okay.
in this moment.
So that will be nice to have your furniture.
Yes.
Okay. Now then, see down, we've done the whole role play. Role play 1, we did, and role play 2 we did. So now going over to page 129.
Okay.
And when you go over this by yourself, if you go back and work on pages before that we haven't worked on, and you have any questions, please ask.
Okay.
Because that way you can understand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you don't know. I haven't learned to read minds. I can't read your mind, so you have to tell me what you have questions about.
Okay. Okay.
All right, now on page 129, part 3, read an ad for an apartment. Now, an ad is an advertisement. It means the same thing. So what on A, read the ads. What is apartment A about?
Okay, in apartment A, for rent, 1-bedroom apartment, new stove, refrigerator, living room has a sofa and chairs. The cost is $725 a month. You need call Robert 613-555-8714.
Okay.
14.
Any questions?
No. The apartment have 1 bedroom. In the kitchen have a new stove, a refrigerator. I have a living room. No have bathroom.
Okay, now the way it says new stove and then it says refrigerator, probably it's just the stove that's new.
Okay.
If it said new stove and refrigerator, then both would be new. But if it just has new stove, then that's probably the only thing that's new. All right, now what's apartment B?
The apartment B, apartment in-house, have 2-bedroom, garage, laundry room, in basement. The cost is $980 month, $18 month. Call Rosa 312-555-9312.
Okay, any questions there?
No.
All right, then in part B, read the sentences, read the ads again, match the sentences with the ads. So it's on number 1, it says there is some furniture. That's A. It doesn't say anything about furniture in B. So go ahead, and what do you think number 2 is?
There are 2 bedroom is the apartment number letter B.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, number 3, there is a new stove is a number letter A.
Yes.
There is a laundry room is the apartment letter B.
Yes.
The rent is $725 a month is the apartment letter A. If there is a garage is apartment letter B.
Perfect.
Okay.
So any questions? All right. So now then on 4, write about yourself.
Okay.
So this is Nancy's apartment.
Okay.
Write an ad for your apartment or house. Use true or made up information.
Okay.
So you can even use the ad that you saw before you got your apartment. So right there, it says for rent, and then what else would you put down there about it?
Okay. I rent apartment with 3 bedroom, have 2 bathroom, 1 living room, 1 dining room, laundry, and 1 kitchen with stove, refrigerator, and dishwasher, and microwave.
Okay. Now, did you write this down? You need to write it.
I need to write it.
Yes.
Sorry. Okay.
See, you need to practice not only the speaking, but being able to speak and write it.
When write, okay, use S, okay. When write 3 bedrooms, the word N in S. With
That's
S.
perfect.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Kitchen with stove, refrigerator, dishwasher, and microwave. Okay, laundry, bathroom, living room, and dining room. Okay, yeah, it's okay.
Okay. So now read to me what you wrote.
Okay. I rent apartment with 3 bedrooms, kitchen with stove, refrigerator, dishwasher and microwave, have a laundry, two bathrooms, living room, and dining room.
All right. Any questions?
No, it's my apartment. No for
Yes.
rent, really, no, really
Yes.
not for rent.
No, but it helps you to know how to read an advertisement for rent and also how to write an advertisement.
Mhm.
It may be that in the future you buy a big house and you rent part of it.
Mhm.
Or in the future, you're going to be looking for another apartment.
Mhm.
And so you need to know how to read an apartment for rent sign.
Mhm.
Okay, now the number 5 is talking about a team project. And if you go to the back of the book, page 214, it talks about draw a floor plan.
Mhm.
And you just did this for your apartment. When
Okay.
you actually drew the floor plan of your apartment. So this exercise, usually it's going to be everybody in the class,
Mhm.
2, 3, 4, 5 people. And so we can do it again if you want to, or we can go on. So you want to do this by yourself, or do you want to go on?
Okay. Myself.
All right. So see the picture here. It actually shows the walls. It shows the furniture, you know, the beds, the tables. It shows the toilet and the sink and the shower. It shows the furniture in the living room and the kitchen. It shows the stove and refrigerator. So go ahead and see if you can do a drawing of your apartment, but putting all the furniture in.
Okay.
So it might have to be larger than that last one.
Mhm. Okay. I have my apartment. It's a bedroom, bathroom. Okay. The long closet, dining, kitchen. Okay. I have TV, sofa, lamp. I have dry machine, a bed, a lamp, sink, toilet, um, bed, TV, table or chair, stove, refrigerator, microwave, sink, chair. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay. My apartment has 3 bedroom. One bedroom have a bed, a table, a lamp, and one chair. Is my big son. Okay. Diego have in him room a bed, table, and TV. I have a laundry. In my laundry, I have a washing machine and dryer. In the end, I have the one bathroom. In the bathroom, have the sink, toilet, and bañera. ¿Cómo se dice bañera en inglés?
Okay, the tub
Wash your
or
body.
the shower?
The tooth, the shower, this part, this part, this.
So tub, it doesn't come down from above, it's just down below. A shower, it comes from the top. So what did you call it?
Bañera.
B-A-N.
I can use the title bañera.
I have to turn
Bathtub,
the lamp on.
bathtub, bathtub,
Bathtub.
tub.
Okay, now I see bañera. Okay, here it is. Bathtub.
Tub, tub.
B-A-T-H-T-U-B.
Okay.
And no shower. It doesn't come down from here. It just comes down in here.
Okay.
So that's a bathtub.
Tub, tub, bathtub. We have bathtub, one bathtub. Okay. I have a living room. In the living room, I have a sofa, TV, and lamp, one lamp. Okay. Have a dining room with one table and 4 chairs. I have the kitchen. In the kitchen, have a stove, refrigerator, sink, microwave, and dishwasher. And have other bedroom, only have the chair, and one bathroom here, 2 sink, 1 toilet, and other bathtub.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, then.
One balcón, 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 no sé cómo se dice balcón en inglés, balcón.
Okay, let's see. I shouldn't have closed it.
Balcony, balcony.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Balcony.
Balcony.
I have a
Okay,
balcony.
where you can go outside and see outside.
Yes,
You're
balcony.
outside and you, okay, balcony.
Balcony. I like the balcony.
Good.
Balcony.
Is there room for chairs on your balcony?
I have 2 chairs and
Good.
a small table.
Very nice. Sometimes it's nice to eat sitting on the balcony, you know, when it's nice.
In the morning, the breakfast.
Yes.
I like it.
Okay. Well, any questions about the rooms in the house, the furniture?
I need to continue practice.
Yes, that's just something you have to do. Now, in the back of this book, this is the textbook, there are all kinds of helps. There's, you know, how to write the different letters.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the capitals,
Mm-hmm.
but it has maps,
Okay.
all kinds of maps. and then it has U.S. postal abbreviation.
Abbreviation. Yes, I
So
remember.
like if you have, you know, someone in North Carolina, that would be NC.
Mm-hmm.
So in fact, see, like Arkansas, when I learned it, it was ARK, not just AR.
It's Alaska.
Yes. So it's changed a little bit since I was in school. I'm 74. I was in school a long time ago. So this is helpful. And there are Canadian postal abbreviations. There are also the answers to the different exercises. So let's say you start an exercise before,
Mm-hmm.
from before, not what we're doing now, but let's say Unit 7. See here, it says Unit 7. Now we did these together, but here are the answers. And that was before you got your book. This is on page 228. And so you can do those exercises and come here and see if you've got the right answer.
Okay.
And then before that, there is the audio script. So like if you're working on something and it says to listen to a certain part of a CD, you can actually turn here. And let's see, we just did. All right. On page 228 here in the book, it says on page 128, exercise A. Guess what? I have a new apartment. Really? What's it like? It has a kitchen, a living room, and one bedroom. It sounds great. That's just exactly what they said on the CD. And so you can find where it says audio script. It's exactly what it has on the CD.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also these word lists, the new words. So let's see, go to Unit 7. Here's a list of all of the new words in Unit 7. That's on page
What
100.
page?
100. Start that again. 222.
222. Okay.
And it says Unit 7, apartment for rent.
Yes.
And it has all of those different words that were new words.
Okay.
Although it doesn't have should. And it doesn't have, on these lists, it doesn't have the contractions.
Okay.
And so I usually try to work on those. So you're going to find all sorts of different things here in the back of the book.
Okay.
And just you can work on it as much as you want, or time. You know, if you don't have time, you can't do it. Some of my people work more than one job, and so they don't really have time to work on it other than just during class. But if you have time, like go to the beginning of Unit 7
Okay.
and work on it and check things. But anytime you have a question, always ask. And see, we're going to start on close next.
Okay.
And so that's page 130. So you have all of the previous part of the book.
Mm-hmm.
My part of the book is Unit 7 to Unit 12. So it's the
Okay.
second half of the book. We have a different teacher that does the first half of the book because these are the hardest areas. I mean, it starts with hello, my name is,
Okay.
things like that. It starts with the letters and the numbers. And so anytime you're having a question or a problem with a letter, a number, see, this is page 4.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime you're having a question, you can ask me, or like it has a symbol that says you can look at a certain
Okay.
or listen to certain
They
CD,
want.
and so you can go to the back of the book and you can read it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you can't listen to it, but you can read it. So anytime you have a question, there's a whole bunch of book here.
Okay.
And you're welcome to look through it and see what you can.
Okay.
Now, if you want to work ahead, you're welcome to work ahead. So it's entirely up to you. This is your class and your book. Now, if we had 5 students, it would be the class for all 5. And so all 5 would have the chance to ask questions or ask for information. Let's say you encounter something or your son encounters something that you don't know. Write it down and then ask me.
Okay.
And I do have the Spanish English dictionary. And just like that about the bathtub, we can look it up.
Mhm.
I can't always pronounce it in Spanish, but I can come closer to pronounce it in Spanish than you can in English a lot of times, because Spanish just has one way to do it. English has a whole bunch of ways. So write down any questions. Now, starting today, we're going to record these.
Okay.
And they're going to tell me how you can find the recording. So if you want to go back and listen to what we did again, you'll be able to.
Okay.
So I haven't done this before. This is something new to me as well. So when I find out, I'll put on there on WhatsApp, you can find the recording at this place. And then you can go and you can listen to it again if you need to.
Okay.
5 times if you need to. It's just, and the other thing, you can hear yourself, you know, and here at the beginning,
I don't like this.
oh, but listen, here at the beginning, refrigerator just doesn't come out. Now you can say it pretty well and you can hear your improvement.
Okay.
And that should be an encouragement to you. And then practice with your sons.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you
Okay.
have a husband too?
My
Both of-
husband
Uh-huh.
to practice with me
Yes.
a little more. Diego is the
Oh, okay.
practice with me more.
Right. Well, the thing of it is, all of your husband, your older son, and your little son, all of them are going to need to practice.
Mm-hmm.
If they already know English, then they can help you practice. But to help them, you need to use the English as much as you can. Okay?
I talk with him in English.
Yes.
I'm trying to talk with
Yeah.
him in English.
And see, the more you practice, the better you get.
Okay.
I can't remember what some of the words, but there were some of the words that you really had trouble with when you first encountered them that you're using well now.
Okay.
You're improving.
Thank you.
So continue, and I'll see you next week.
Yes.
But if they're moving you in next week, just write a note on there on WhatsApp. They're moving me in, so I'll know where you are and I can pray for you.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. You have a good day, And we'll talk to you next time, whether it's next week or 2 weeks. And it'll be 2 weeks if you're moving in. And that's important, and it takes work.
Thank you. Maybe see you tomorrow, say the next week, okay?
Maybe.
Yes.
But I'll know if you say you
I
can.
am writing you.
Yes, if you say you can't, I'll know that you're moving everything in, and that's work.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.